The atmospheres of 5 of the 7 Earth-sized planets around the star TRAPPIST-1, just 12 parsecs or 39 light-years from Earth, have been observed by the James Webb Space Telescope or JWST for the first time. Astronomers believe the 7 planets to be the finest known laboratory for research into what makes planets outside the solar system livable. All 7 are located in or close to the star's habitable zone, where liquid water may exist. The scant evidence that scientists have found thus far does not yet reveal the kind of atmospheres that these planets may actually have. However, the $10 billion telescope will be able to discover them in the upcoming months and years if they have dense atmospheres containing fascinating compounds like carbon dioxide or methane. Other observatories lack the power to detect these atmospheres. Bjorn Benecke, an astronomer at the University of Montreal, declared, "We're in business" on December 13 during a conference on the first JWST results in Baltimore, Maryland. Astronomers have many opportunities to learn about the formation and evolution of Earth-sized planets around a single star thanks to the TRAPPIST-1 planetary system, which was discovered and catalogued in 2017. These 7 planets are nestled closer to the star than Mercury orbits the Sun, despite the star being very dim and frigid. All of the planets are being seen by JWST during its first year of science operations, which started in June. Many of those observations have already been made, but until last week's symposium at the Space Telescope Science Institute, the JWST Operations Center, none had been made public. The planets of TRAPPIST-1 are designated B through H, with B being the nearest to the star and H being the farthest. The initial TRAPPIST-1G JWST experiments were displayed by Benecke. Since it is so physically big, the telescope has only been able to infer that it most likely lacks a hydrogen-rich atmosphere, which would be quite straightforward to detect. This could indicate that the planet has either no atmosphere at all, or an atmosphere that is denser and is comprised of heavier molecules like carbon dioxide. JWST primarily examines planetary atmospheres by observing how they refract starlight as they pass in front of the star. The kind of molecules that made up a planet's atmosphere can provide clues about its evolution and potential presence of life. Before scientists can determine whether TRAPPIST-1G has an atmosphere, and if so, what it is comprised of, it will take more observations and time to analyze the data that has already been gathered. Compared to data from larger exoplanets such as WASP-39b, a planet that JWST has extensively investigated and is closer in size to Jupiter, TRAPPIST-1 data are far more difficult to analyze. The planets of TRAPPIST-1 are substantially smaller, making it more challenging to distinguish the signal from their atmospheres. TRAPPIST-1's magnetic anomalies can also produce signals that cloud data interpretation. According to Nicole Colon, an astronomer at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, who was not involved in the effort, "We needed this first look to know what we're dealing with." Due to a study being reviewed by a scholarly journal, Benecke declined to speak with reporters about the TRAPPIST-1G's findings. Olivia Lim of the University of Montreal displayed 2 JWST images of TRAPPIST-1b, the innermost planet in the solar system, in a poster presentation at the conference. She too has not yet been able to decipher a signal that would indicate the planet's atmosphere. However, preliminary research indicates that it likely lacks a puffy, hydrogen-rich atmosphere similar to Planet 1G. Lim already has a number of sightings of more TRAPPIST-1 planets in her possession, including one from last week that she hasn't had a chance to examine yet due to the deluge of JWST results. "It's busy," she declares. However, Cologne promises that there will be more findings on the remarkable planetary system soon. Within the next year, we will have a family portrait. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't miss out on our latest uploads. If you wish to stay up to date with the latest space updates and discoveries, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on all notifications to see more of our latest videos in the future.